Hi there, Chris Oddy of Marslands Accountants here. Are you a landlord who hasn't been declaring your rental income? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about the Let Property campaign, and also why and how you need to still inform HMRC of all rental income. So essentially, a lot of landlords who don't declare to HMRC either didn't realise they had to, or in the other case, they think, well, I've made losses or I've made small profits and it's covered by my personal allowance, so I don't need to tell HMRC, which is incorrect. HMRC need to know about your profits and your losses. So obviously, if you've made a loss, you want to make sure that this is carried forward into the next year. And then if you make profits in that year, that loss will be set off against those profits. So that's why we need to disclose with HMRC any profits or losses that are made. Obviously, if you're making profits, HMRC need to know about them. Even if it doesn't result in any tax being due, they still need to know about it. There are different thresholds of what that notification is required. So obviously, if you've got a taxable turnover of over, if the rental income is over 10,000 and the profit is over 2,500, then you will be required to go through the tax system using a tax return. But if it's under that, then a tax return may not be required, but it may be the best and easiest way to go forward about disclosing it. But it will still need to be, HMRC will still need to be informed, especially if any tax is due, that will need to be calculated and disclosed to HMRC. So the reason we talk about it alongside the Let Property campaign as well, is if these landlords haven't been declaring it for 5 years, a lot of the thing that we see is they go, okay, especially around when we have December and January, when people are doing in their tax returns last minute, or April when the new financial year starts and tax is talked about a bit more. People hear about self-assessment tax returns, go, this is the first year, I'm going to make sure that I'm in the tax system going forward and going to get it sorted. So they register for self-assessment, but the problem with that, and what we found with previous clients and prospects, is that once they've registered for self-assessment, that prompts HMRC to raise a tax inquiry, because they look back and go, well, what about the 5 years previously that you've owned the property and you've not been declaring the income for? And the tax inquiry is a lot more complicated and they will require a lot more information than a Let Property campaign. So with the tax inquiry, they will essentially ask for receipts and invoices and bank statements and things like that, and query a lot more than the Let Property campaign would. And in that space, they also give you a 30-day deadline, while the Let Property campaign gives you 90 days to get everything sorted. So you've got a lot more time than the Let Property campaign, and they require a lot more less information. And the penalty rates are a lot less generally with the Let Property campaign than tax inquiries. So it's the best way forward in our opinion. And so essentially that's why we recommend coming forward with the Let Property campaign as soon as possible, because if you go through the Let Property campaign and you're not prompted, you'll be entitled to lower penalty rates than if they were to prompt you through the Let Property campaign, which is still an option. They may give you a prompt letter through that, but we've found that generally they go straight with the tax inquiry route once you've registered with self-assessment, if you've not registered with the Let Property campaign alongside it. So if that's something that you need to do and you need some assistance with the Let Property campaign or tax returns in general, please visit our website, and from there you can fill in a form which will give you a quote straight away for the Let Property campaign and give you the option to book a meeting with either myself or my colleague Thomas, and we'll be able to go forward and discuss how we can help you. But yeah, if you have any queries, please let us know, and thank you for watching. Bye.